There is a new story, a fresh story. It is not just of hope, but of an exciting real narrative of a people, their government, and a whole new experience. The story is of the solid steps of Bauchi State to a refreshing new era. Bala Mohammed, the present governor of Bauchi State, may be having conversations on new projects, receiving awards for rural development, and creating a Bauchi State that works. But the story of Bauchi State before now was not always upbeat. In the history of Nigerian politics, Bauchi occupies an enviable position. The state produced Nigeria's first and only Prime Minister, the golden voice of Africa, Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. To that man of history has been added others names like those of Dr. Ibrahim Tahir, the Oxford-trained academic and politician, Aminu Saleh, former secretary to the government of the Federation, and Alhaji Yayeli Ahmed, another former secretary to the government of the Federation. Despite the giant strides of these men of history, Bauchi State has remained as essentially district. The state has seemed rather timid to embrace cosmopolitan urbanization and open and inclusive development. The story has now changed. This is what welcomes a visitor to Bauchi State in 2024 Nigeria.
We have an international airport that has one of the longest runways in Nigeria, about 3.4 kilometers. It's one of the longest runways. So the vision of His Excellency is trying to transform it into an international gateway, a port, this international port center, and also an industrial layout. I'm sure you know there's an area has already been earmarked where it's going to be an industrial layout. We have approached the federal authorities. We are looking for license to operate an oil-free trade zone and other zones in this state. So that's the vision of His Excellency.
From the airport into Bauchi City, you get the feel of a people, a state welcoming you into comfort and ready to do business. The airport road is only a tip of what the Bala Mohammed administration is doing with the state capital in an urban renewal drive that is redefining life in Bauchi State and in particular Bauchi City.
The one that excites me most is the opening up of areas where they were not opened. In Bauchi town, we opened up so many places, from Angwan Alkali to Tudun Alkali, and of course Opandumi, and then of course behind Bata, and we did another one, what I call Gongongwan to Opandumi, and then we did another one behind in the railway area, you know, and so many roads that we opened within the town that are too numerous for me to mention. And we paid compensation to people. And we broke brown areas where there was no road so that we can create access. And we built the President Jonathan bypass, which is the Sabang Aura, which will connect somebody coming from Jos to Tafawa Balewa Road without necessarily coming into the town. And we broke another landmark area from Gombe. When you want to go to Kano or Maiduguri, you don't have to come to the metropolis. You go through the assembly area, and it's a beautiful road. And there are so many of these roads that are there, opening up the metropolis. And now you can see we are culminating it. And we open up the University Road with a dualization, open up the dualization of the longest dual road done by any state within the northern part, 27 kilometers to the airport and to the university. And even within the city here, we did so many, Adamujimba Road, and of course the road in the new GRA, we have also dualized. And we are able to access the private sector, who was able to build another road by YM Shapa to go into the